Welcome back, guys. I hope you are doing well. In today's video, I want to give you some bullish vibes because first of all, let's talk about the pump October. We really excited, waited for this moment of truth, and right now, Bitcoin market cap is up by 8.6%, Ethereum is up by 9.1%, BNB is approximately up by 5%, ADA is up by 9.5%. So this picture really gives us some bullish vibes and satisfaction, guys. So this is true. But what I also want to mention is we broke the chains of curse. Bitcoin closed September with 3.9% in profit. As you know, the past of Bitcoin was always a loss in September. Minus 3%, minus 7%, minus 7%, minus 13%, and so on. We also faced minus 19%, approximately 20% in loss. So therefore, I'm proud that Bitcoin managed to close the September with 3.9%. It's not very huge, but better in profit to be in loss, guys. And we started off the October with 5% in profit. And as you know, guys, October was always a green month. So we will talk about that later on. But first of all, let's also celebrate the first launch of an Ethereum futures ETF by FunEgg. FunEgg is the first company that launched an Ethereum futures ETF right now. You know, the Bitcoin spot ETFs were filed earlier than for the futures ETFs or the ETFs for Ethereum. But as you know, guys, Bitcoin is the biggest crypto asset that you know. And the government and the SEC will do everything to delay their spot ETFs, guys. Because the spot ETFs could give Bitcoin more and more power. And therefore, I think that the Ethereum futures ETFs were allowed earlier than the Bitcoin spot ETFs. What we also have is, what I also want to give you as a warning signal, always, guys, be very careful if you are in a trading position, whether it's short or long. Right now, only in Bitcoin liquidations, we have a total of 46 million, guys. Long liquidations, 4 million, and short liquidations, 41 million. You can see we have 10 times more short liquidations than long. So never fight against the trend, guys. Flow with the trend. The trend is your friend in crypto. Don't forget about that. And Ethereum as well, 28 million in total, 3 million long liquidations and 25 million short liquidations. And also the ratio for short liquidations is very high at the current moment, guys. 96% short liquidations, 97%. So a minimum of 70% short liquidations we have in the last 24 hours. This is very scary. Therefore, guys, watch out. Be very careful if you are in position. So what I also want to show you guys is this on-chain data where we see the total net volume filled by takers and perpetual swaps. So we see the net taker volume, and right now the net taker volume is giving us a hint that more people are interested in buying Bitcoin than in selling Bitcoin. And this gives us also a hint that the price of Bitcoin might go up. As you can see right now, we are trading above 28,000 again. And let's talk about the Bitcoin price targets. First of all, the monthly time frame. As you know, we have our cycles, the Bitcoin cycles. We had the bottom in on the 200 weekly moving average. This time the bottom was below the 200 weekly moving average, and the 200 weekly moving average is right now one of our biggest resistance zones that we have to fight against and flip into support. But nothing has changed so far with the cycles. As you know, guys, when the bottom is in, Bitcoin started slowly building our bull run phase, and therefore, guys, we are still at the moment where we have some resistance zones, guys, as the like the resistance zone of 200 weekly moving average, but the cycle is still on the line, guys. Therefore, on the cycle, nothing has changed, and you will see it better on the weekly time frame. We have our 6-year support, as you know, guys, the 6-year support in red and the 200 weekly moving average in blue. The 200 weekly moving average, we talked about it on the monthly time frame, is right now one of our biggest resistance zones. We have to close this weekly time frame over the 200 weekly moving average. This would confirm that we have flipped the 200 weekly moving average into support, and then the next weekly candle has to open over the 200 weekly moving average, which is right now at $27,900. Right now we are over 28,000, but the Bitcoin liquid index, this chart is a bit lagging. Therefore, guys, if we look at this weekly time frame, you can see that Bitcoin is right now trading around $28,200. If we use our Fibonacci extension levels, you can see from this swing low up to this swing high, and then, guys, we have our 0 Fibonacci extension level, which is around $24,200. But this is only with the wicks. Our candle, the body of the candle, is around 25,000 to 26,000, where we have huge support, guys. This is essential to mention, because if we look at this current stage, we need the support of the 0.236 Fibonacci extension level to go upwards to 0.3.8 and 0.5 to 0.618. 0.38 is above 30k, and this would mean that we would gain so much volume that Bitcoin accomplishes to take 30k under control. Because if we have 30k under control, we can aim for 32k, 34k, and also the Fibonacci extension level, the 100% Fibonacci extension level, sits around 40k, and this is the next area where we want to go with Bitcoin if we climb above 30k again. I'm very, very bullish on that. I hope that Bitcoin manages it to flip the resistance zones into support and manages to go upwards. If not so, guys, we have strong support around 26,000 and 24,000, 25,000. We have massive support downwards and also massive resistance upwards, but we need to flip them into support, guys, the resistance zones. Don't forget about that. Bitcoin October was always very, very bullish, and I hope that Bitcoin manages to be still in this structure and manages to be very, very positive in the October months. What I also want to show you guys is right now this bump and run reversal bottoms. As you know, this falling trend line was a huge resistance. We tested it 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, until we really made it and we flipped this resistance into support. Right now it was very, very similar. This falling trend line, you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we needed 5 times to really manage to flip this resistance into support, and we had a very, very perfect, so picture perfect lead in phase, guys. You can see it here. We got rejected, and then we formed this bump phase, and right now, after we saw this throwback to trend line, we are waiting for the uphill run, and I hope the uphill run will take place and push Bitcoin to higher key levels. So this was it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Guys, if it's the case, don't forget to leave the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate it if we can start to become more and more members in the Crypto Mad family. Thank you, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.